Hello everybody and welcome back. Take two. I'm going to do that tag that was created, I still think, was put out by Trials of a Long-Haired Girl, but it was created by one of her subscribers. But we're going to do the tag that was from this Tuesday, so yesterday, that no one tagged me in. I'm going to do it anyways. Because I couldn't really tag anyone in last week's video because y'all have already done it, I'm going to go ahead and tag a couple of people. And to be honest, if you want to do last week's and this week's, if you didn't get a chance, you feel free because I tag you in both. I want to tag Authentically Amber, Donna over at Donna's Journey, and I want to tag, and thirdly, I want to tag Love over at Love Fuller. And she actually changed her name. It isn't just Love Fuller. It's Live Fuller with Love Fuller now. So, tag you, Missy. And let's just talk about Sandy and Jimmy doing the tags. I like that Jimmy's on the channel. It makes me happy. And I'm trying with all my might to get my honey to get up here and do that with me. I would have Drew, my son, do it too if he would do it. I doubt he would, but I might ask him. I doubt he would. Okay, this one is called Tag Tuesday with a twist on number 1. What is the first thing you notice about someone when you first meet them? Double play on words. I notice a couple of things. Now, if you want, how legit do you want me to be? I notice hands, like I check out people's hands. But if I have a tendency when someone is speaking to watch their mouth. And if their mouth is gross, I can't take it. Like if it's got all them stringy things, I literally can't take it. So, so the thing, the etc. was face, hair, size, etc. It's hands. In general, when I'm first meeting someone, I look at their hands. That was my favorite thing that I met when I met Tom. He has beautiful hands. He still does. He quit messing them up. He's a mechanic now. Ticks me off. We need a new career for him. And you know what it needs to be? We want to go all over the country. And I have a few things in mind, but it would be YouTube related. So in a nutshell, slightly retire, but take up a YouTube world of United States travel with a twist. I don't know. What are your thoughts on that? Number 2, would you rather be beautiful or very intelligent? Well, you know, probably intelligence. My family has a saying. I don't know that my youngest sister actually says it. But my sister got all the intelligence, I got the talent, and my youngest sister got the beauty. And I don't know that that's technically true. I think we all do just fine in those arenas. But I think I would go with intelligence because you can go far using your old noggin. You can only go so far on your looks, and you shouldn't be skating through life on your looks anyways. Number 3, if you could eat one thing in any amount forever and never gain weight, what would it be? I heard Jimmy and Sandy say this yesterday. And immediately my answer came to mind, and it is chicken fried steak. I could eat it every day. I could eat 2 big old patties of it at one setting, and maybe even more. I have to make myself stop. But you're going to gain weight if you eat that. Now, I personally have, when I was doing Weight Watchers, I have got it down to where 1 piece is 5 points, because you've got 3 points for the meat. And then a tiny bit of flour, and you cook it in Pam, not oil. So it ends up being 5 points instead of, you know, you're cooking in a big, it's not the same, okay? We're dreaming here, people. Chicken fried steak. And I guess we're saying one thing, but you know, mashed potatoes and gravy go along with that. I'm just saying. If you could choose to receive any vehicle you drive on land for free, what would it be? Oh, just what would it be? I don't really care about cars that much. Probably the brand new Cadillac. Daisy is wonderful. She is going to be 10 years old here this year. Well, next month she's going to be 10 years old. Well, technically she probably is 10 years old, just because I didn't have her. I'd probably want a new Cadillac. Maybe the more, I don't know what you call it, the sport utility one. And there's one reason why. It has telescopic pedals where my car does not. And it sits a little higher. My favorite car all time ever had. If you don't know, I drive a Cadillac CTS. I had a little bit of a brain freeze there. We're just going to drop that because I'm old, and we're going to drop that. But my favorite car I ever had, because it drove so beautifully. Back in the day when they were new, I drove a Ford Expedition, and I was the coolest parent at the high school. Let's just be clear, because she was party and she was dolled up. She had a beautiful pair of sparkly shoes on. Of course, hello, I am married to Tom Pearson. Everything's got to be top. Yeah. I don't know. I might want a new Ford, but I think I'd want a new Cadillac. At this point in my life, anyways. Number I'll tell you, my husband's would be, if he was really, really dreaming, it might be a Lamborghini, but I'm pretty sure he just more than anything wants a Corvette. Now, that could be a midlife crisis thing going on. Probably is. Probably is. I know he likes Porsches and Lamborghinis too, but we're talking about me, and it would be a Cadillac. Them new ones are like $100 grand. Dear God, they might be like 115. Number 5. Would you rather be able to control the weather, hot or cold, or the ability to make the rain or snow? To make it rain or snow. Hot or cold for me, because I cannot take it when it gets too hot. Like, I won't leave the house if it's too hot. And I live in California, so a good hot day here in California can reach, 110 degrees. And it's a dry heat. It's not like back in Arkansas where you've got the humidity as well, which is worse. But it's a very dry heat. But yeah, I would pick that. Number 6, if you could go back in time, what era would it be? When you say era, I don't know, are we talking like the Victorian era or the pioneer era, that type thing? Because if I had servants, I'd go back to the Victorian time. If I had actual servants that lived in my home and catered to me, I would go to the Victorian time. Now, in saying that, if we could talk decades, that's not really an era. I would probably pick the 50s. I would pick the 40s, but that was right off the cusp of the Depression, and the late 40s might be okay. But I guess I would pick the 50s because it's generally there. We didn't quite get into the 60s, and where it kind of went a little bit drug happy there. It just seems kind of more fun. Number 7. You have to choose one. Which would you rather do? A polar bear plunge or a very hot sauna? Oh, I love a good hot sauna. Now, is that just ridiculous? Because I can't go outside and be in the actual heat. But you put me in a sauna and they have to make me leave. And a lot of it is my lungs open up. If you don't know me and you're newer to the channel and you don't know this, both of my lungs have collapsed. I was in a coma for several months, given up to die. It's a big fat story. You can certainly watch it, but there's something about them hot saunas where I can just breathe and things start flowing, and I'm that way when I cross over the mountain. If I live in the valley in California, but if you cross over a set of mountains, it takes about 90 minutes to get to the ocean. When we get into about 75 to 80 minutes and we cross that last mountain, I literally feel my lungs go, oh, I can breathe. And it's amazing. I don't know why I live here and not there. Yeah, hot sauna. Number 8, would you rather walk on broken glass or lay on a bed of nails? That's a stupid question because I ain't doing neither. I don't even know how to answer that question because no. Number 9, if you could become any other person for a week, who would it be? I don't really want to become another person because that seems I don't know. I'm just not a fan of that. There are times in my world where I would have loved to have been with certain people. Yeah. I want to be. If you could become any other person for a week, who would it be? Someone, maybe my cousin Deanna, who has a house in Tahiti, and be actually in Tahiti because a lot of times she lives in France. But just to lay on the waters in Tahiti, and that probably needs to be someone you guys know. You know, I could go comfortable and say, just for the fun of getting to record, I could say Reba. I could say, even like someone newer. I don't like the new people. Carrie Underwood, she seems relatively normal. I know exactly who I want to be. Oh, my lands. I want to be Simon Cowell. Or any one of those. Just any type of voice show judge. Kelly Clarkson would be fine. Oh, yeah, that'd be fun. Because I could have a talk show and be on The Voice. In 1 week, I could be that. Yeah, Kelly Clarkson. Boy, that took a while to get down to. Kelly Clarkson. I want to sing. I want to sing harmony parts. I want to judge a voice show. And I can have a talk show. Kelly Clarkson. And I'm not even a fan. I don't watch your show. I'm sorry. Number 10. Which would you choose? Instant weight loss and stay there forever, or be a multi-millionaire and weigh 350 pounds forever? Oh, my lands. No. Instant weight loss and stay there forever. I don't know about you, but how many times in my life have I prayed, dear God, can you just make me thin? And the next day I get up and it's over and I didn't do this to myself. And can you just take this away from me? Which we all know he could do. However, he's not going to. I mean, he might. If you had enough faith. I'll tell you a little story of faith. And we're going to end this. But my thing is take the weight loss and stay there forever. My sister, when we were, she was probably a teenager. I wasn't quite yet. We're 4 years apart. She had terrible warts all over her hands. I might have told this story before. Terrible warts and she was embarrassed. And, hands are my thing. And, even I, who love her, you just kind of shy away. You're like, I don't know. And over the years, I had some. So you got to wonder, was it hereditary? Did it come from, the seeds of her hands? I don't know. She just warts everywhere. Well, clearly that bothered her. She prayed. She went to church on a Wednesday night and they had prayer. They went up for prayer and she prayed that the Lord would instantly remove her warts from her hands. And the next morning she woke up and every single one was gone. And I don't know that she's ever had another one. He can, and I am a living miracle. Again, you can watch that playlist if you want to. It's called Story Time. I'm not getting into that. But I'm a living miracle. She had an instantaneous miracle. God gave her that because it was something that seriously bothered her. Instantaneously, overnight, they were gone. She never had a problem again. And when I say had them all over, I'm talking hundreds of warts on her hand. Maybe hands, I don't even remember. But he can and he will. And I have prayed that many, many times. But I would pick instant weight loss and stay there forever. And I don't want to be a stick, you know, 128, which is still, okay, let me be clear. 128, I should quit saying that because it is still, in the world's opinion, morbidly obese for my frame. However, that's the number I want to get to. That's the number I think I will be happy with. And yeah. Okay, that's it for number 10 of this week's tag, which was, called Tuesday Tag with a Twist. Let's do the twist. Come on, baby. Let's do the twist. You know it goes like this. Oh, my lands. Nobody's going to let me sing for a whole week. Talk to you later. Bye-bye. God bless.